Good evening, good afternoon and good morning to a lovely lot, depending on where you are across the globe. It's lovely to have your company on what is Wednesday evening here in the UK. It's even more special because for first time ever, for me anyway, I'm in the studio on my own. It is, I know, all on my own. I know I've got you for company, of course, at home, and I do have George and Nicola in the gallery as well. But this is a craft house. It is all about our January sale, and it is all about the one, the only, the legend, the lady that I have met once. Can you believe it? It was 3 years ago this month when I was last at HSN with Sarah, and I got to meet her. But I've known her name for many, many years when it comes to the craft industry. She does incredible storage, and she does it with a purpose. It is, of course, all the way in Arizona. It's Tiffany. Morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Craig. It's so good to see you. How fun to be doing this show with you. I'm so excited about all the great deals and steals we've got going on today. So looking forward to showing everybody how to get organized.
It is going to be absolutely fantastic. When I found out as well it was going to be myself, because originally, I know many people know it was going to be Ben. Ben is under the weather, so the last couple of days as well as tonight, I've stepped in. They did say to me, I know, Craig, you've been doing a few extra shows. Well, we'll see if we can get someone else to cover for tonight. I was like, no, because I've not actually worked with Tiffany one-on-one. I know, obviously, we're all across the pond together. However, I was like, no, I want to be here. I want to do it with Tiffany. Certainly as well, when it comes to your storage, having it as part of the January sale on this craft house, I am buzzing. I am so excited. So we're going to come back to Tiffany just in a wee moment or two, because do you know what? Why have me explain all the incredible storage when we've got Tiffany here? I'm going to be here and I will give you the deals, of course, and we've got freebies within a lot of these bundles. But we are, of course, on social. We've got Susie tonight. If there's anything you want to ask Tiffany, do let us know and I will fire those questions across. When we do go to Tiffany, I'm not going to interrupt her too much because I know we want to hear all the benefits from the storage that she's going to be showing us. However, when we come back to myself, if there is anything throughout the show that you would like me to ask, then we will do that. You can, of course, get in social with the details along the bottom there, whether it is Facebook or whether it is YouTube. It's entirely up to yourself. But we've got Susie again for the remaining of today in this show. When it comes to the comments, we've got Sherry is in from Salt Lake City. We've got Janet Boyle is in from Michigan. We've got Bobby is in from Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Laurie is in from Pennsylvania. And Lisa is in from Minnesota. So lovely to see you guys stateside tuning in. But we are going to get started with our very first item. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duck down here, because we're beginning with something spectacular. We are going to be coming in with something with a free gift. Now, what we are going to be looking at is something that did launch recently. Now, this one here is your Totally Tiffany. This is a pack and pop collection. That's the key thing. It is a collection here. Now, you're going to be $47.57 when it comes to here in the UK, or $55.97 for you guys stateside. It's part of the January sale, which means you got a really lovely, generous 15% saving. If you're Club Inspire, that comes down to £38.06 or $44.78. But as you can see just here, we have got our yellow sticker. So that means that we have got a free gift. And it's not just any free gift. We have got our medium 6-inch Crafter's Companion scissors. These are worth £12.99 or $19.99. You are getting them completely free. You don't need to do anything when it comes to your order. They will be popped in by the guys and girls in the warehouse completely free for you. All of this, everything else as well that we're going to be showing you throughout this show is, of course, across on our website. So crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. I would say, of course, you can go into Shop the Day. You'll find everything that we've had from throughout the day. I would always recommend going to Shop the Sale as well. You'll see lots and lots of items. But as we say, this one is the first one that we're kickstarting. Totally Tiffany. It's your pack and pop collection. Now, you've got your large, you've got your medium, you've got your small. Tiffany, what is the sort of things that we could be storing in these? These are so stylish, but they look very practical as well.
You know what, Craig? They're really, really versatile. I want to show you what makes this bag unique over what you might see something similar, right? So they all work the same. You undo the top, you open them up, and they're packed, and now you pop them down, right? So this one's open. You can see the goodies sticking out of the top of it. What makes those things stand up is this. I gotta pull it out. Inside is this little block of foam. And the block of foam, I don't know how easy it is for you to see, it's cut into these little notches. So whatever you're gonna store in there, you're just gonna reach in, it's called pick and pluck foam. You pluck out a spot, right? And now there's those scissors. Okay, I have to say, if you don't own these scissors, these are my favorite. I have all 3 sizes in the Crafter's Companion scissors. I absolutely love them, the weight of them. Okay, I know that's not what I'm selling, scissors, but I love them. So now you can put that in and everything's gonna stand up. So the beauty of this system, of this collection, is that you can pull out those inner pieces to fit exactly what you're storing in there.
Brilliant.
So this one is just kind of basic tools, right? I'm gonna pull them all out. I'm gonna show you what I've done here. I didn't need the individual sections, so I pulled out all of the middle, right? I left the outside, and that gives the stability to the bag, so everything will stand up. And then now I can just use it for all of these goodies, you know, big things like my safety glasses, cutters, all of that stuff. Should we see what's in here?
Yeah, that would be great,
yeah. Let's check it out. So there are all my Cricut tools, right? So one thing I know everybody wants to do is label stuff. I just used a piece of repositionable vinyl, wrote Cricut tools on there. So now when this is on my shelf, I can pull it up. I've got all those sharp, pointy tools in there, but I can see exactly what's stored in there, especially if I'm traveling with it. So think about traveling with your Cricut tools. They're pointy, they're sharp. Now you can just take that pack with you. Everything's safe and secure, and you're not getting stuck with your tools. And then the big one, Craig, look at this guy. He has so much room, or she has so much room. Again, packed, now pop. I've got my my bigger scissors. I'm telling you guys, these are the best scissors ever, right? Heat tool, another different pair of scissors. Just really customizable to exactly what you want. Again, I pulled out the whole center of this one, so all my big things will fit. But if you have long things like paintbrushes or pencils or that type of thing, just pluck out those middle pieces and make that fit exactly the tools and supplies that you want to carry with you, and then just close them up and take them with you on the road, store them. I mean, this is just such a, and it's cute, right? It definitely has the cuteness factor as well. Like you said, it's very stylish, kind of classic black, the little white polka dots at the bottom. And getting all 3 of them, you're going to be able to solve a lot of storage issues, especially for traveling or keeping things organized by particular type, like I did here with my Cricut tools.
Absolutely.
What do you think about that, Craig?
I absolutely love these ones here. And it's the fact is you've got that feature as well, that cool feature that you just hold from the middle and then you pop down. So if you want them to be extended, you've got that feature. But then on the craft desk, maybe as well, if you are, you know, at home, you're doing that little bit of colouring, you just have even one of them down the side of you at the couch, and you can just go in with your pen or that. For instance, like a few of them here, we've got our paintbrushes, we've got some of our scoring tools that we've held into the smaller one. Once again, your scissors, your die release tool, you've got there the safety aspect from the craft knife and scissors, it's going to hold it in. Maybe you want to put some of your pens in. Love the idea of using one of them or all of them for your storage when it comes to your critic. I will get it out in a minute ago. There we go. Our Cricut tools. Now I'm saying that because myself, I've actually just invested in one myself, so I'm waiting on it being delivered, so I'll be able to use these ones to store them in. All 3 of them, not that long launch, but they are part of the sale, but you are going to get the 3 for $47.57 or $55.97. You've got that saving of 15%, but if you're platinum, it's going to come down even more to £38.06 or $44.78. Don't forget as well, you are for free, no additional cost, you're going to be getting your 6-inch Crafter's Companion scissors. You've heard how much Tiffany loves our Crafter's Companion scissors. We all do as well. It is worth $12.99 or $19.99. I have been told as well, you can shop all of these on Tiffany's website as well, and you will still get the free gift as well. So whichever one you prefer to go to, whether it's ours or Tiffany, you will get that free gift. That is an absolute cracking one to start with. If it is one, something stylish, one that's very, very versatile, and you've got those different sizes, that is one for you to certainly consider going for, in my opinion, anyway. And now, what we have got here is, the next one that we're going to be going to is our Totally Tiffany. This is, well, we've just had a look at our Pack and Pop collection. We are now going to be having a look at our perfectly paired card and photo storage bundle. Now this one here, £16.15 or $21.82. You are going to get a saving of 10% here. Platinum comes down to £12.92 or $17.46. But look at that yellow sticker. You've got your free fab file. It is worth £7.49 or $9.49. I don't have one with me in the studio this side. So what we can do is we can jump back to you, Tiffany, and see how these are all used and in action.
Well, okay, so you are actually getting two of our most popular sizes in the fab file. You're getting the 4x6 and the 5x7, and both of them are coming with the pocket. So let's start with the 5x7. Now, you probably recognize those sizes as really popular sizes for all of crafting, right? Whether you're a scrapbook or a paper craft or mixed media, lots of our supplies come in 4x6. So do photos. So these are a great way to sort, store, and organize photos, but so many other things as well. So in this one, I have loaded the pockets with our dies and stamps, right? So a great way to sort, store, and organize dies and stamps. Add the magnets, and you've got everything in there that you need for organizing dies and stamps. This one, I have a variety of pockets. I'm going to pull them out. So, right, so you get a bunch of pockets, and you can add more pockets. Look at all the things that I've got stored in here, and you could do similar things in the 5x7 as well. So these are all the little stick-on pockets that store mementos and memorabilia in our scrapbooks. Maybe you use them in cards to help with shaker shapes. But these are things, because they're clear, they just get lost in your storage collection, right? Putting them in a pocket, labeling the side, it's going to make it so much easier. Ephemera, we're always trying to track down where did we put those little bits and pieces of ephemera. These storage pockets are great for that as well. Those of you who love and use your Project Life cards, I've got the smaller cards on the front side. I've got the bigger card, the 4x6 in the back. So just so many uses, Craig, for all of these things. Of course, photo storage they're perfect for that. So just organizing album, all the album pieces that you're going to be putting together, and even cards and card blanks or cards that you've made. There's some more of those Project Life type cards. So you're going to get the 5x7 box, 5x6 box, 5x7 pockets, and 4x6 pockets, and you are going to use them, I'm telling you, everywhere and anywhere. Think about embellishments as well. Great storage for embellishments. As I said, perfect for card blanks, envelopes, any of those things. They're just, these two are kind of, I mean, if you can, I don't know how much my shelf you can see. I bet I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I have 22 plus fab files on the shelf, and the vast majority of them are these two sizes. That's how versatile they are. It's just a great collection.
It really, really is. And you're going to start to do your organisation, and then you're going to think back to, oh, now I could store that in it, or I could store that in it. Or then maybe you love to be like me and you love to do fussy cutting of certain images. You can start to store them in certain orders as well. I think what's great as well with having this today, right at the beginning of the year, of course, obviously today being the 4th of January, we always have that inkling right at the start of the year to get sorted, to get organised. Well, what a perfect opportunity to do that. This is where you can then stock up with these deals as well. You're getting the freebies, but then what you're able to do as well, start the year afresh, all organised, whether of course it is your scraps, your mementos, photos, whatever it is, you're going to be able to do that. Don't forget what Tiffany was showing you there is the perfectly paired card and photo storage bundle, £16.15 or $21.82. You've got a saving of 10% there. Brilliant, amazing, If you are Platinum, that's going to come down to £12.92 or $17.46. But because it's part of the January sale, you've got that yellow sticker there, which means you get something free. And for this one, it's going to be your free fab file. It is worth £7.49 or $9.49. You're going to find that all of the free gifts that you're getting are going to serve a purpose. They're not just something that Tiffany has just popped in just because. There's a purpose behind each free gift that you're getting, and that is a phenomenal one. Lots of love for, of course, all of the storage that Tiffany does, the versatility of them, the ease of use of them, the different sizes as well. So we will have a look at the comments again just shortly. But what I do want to do is I want to jump straight on to the next item, because what this one is a buy one, get one half price. This is your Triangle Traveller. I'm going to show you the black one here, $24.99 or $29.99. That is per each one. Now, as I say, this one is the black. We do have 4 colours. There is the pink. We do have my favourite colour, the turquoise or the blue, and then we also have as well our purple that we can see here. Now, within this one here, I am going to open it up, but we will of course go to Tiffany, who'll show us in great detail what you can be using these for, what you can be storing them in. Doesn't matter what product you're going to be purchasing from Tiffany, you know that the storage is unbelievably strong. I mean, within this one here, it is your triangle because it says that, and it is the shape that you're going to get. But if we open it up here, we've got a selection of different items in here. Once again, I'm not going to touch upon too much the purpose of these ones, because that's what Tiffany's for. She's thought about them, she's designed them, and that's the best way to get the knowledge and use out of these. But if you are a Platinum price, it is going to come down to £19.99 or $23.99. Please remember as well, these ones, it is a buy one, get one half price. So it's exactly as it says in the title. You're going to buy one at full price, and you can pick one of the other ones if you want at half price. You might want to go for 2 of the same colour, absolutely fine, no problem at all. Or you might want to mix and match the colour. Again, that's entirely up to you. Another one that is so elegant. It's cute on some of the colours, but it serves a purpose as well. So what sort of things did you have in mind, Tiffany, when you were thinking about the Triangle Traveller when it comes to the actual uses of the actual Triangle Traveller?
Well, you know, the Triangle Traveller was born as a way to carry things with you and then open up the bag and have it actually function as an organizer on your workspace. So whether you're traveling with it or just using it at home, and that's what the Triangle Traveller was designed to do. So when you get them, they look like this, they're all folded up. You're just gonna flip that cord around the back, open it up, roll it out. Now the cord, I'll show you in just a minute, serves a totally unique purpose also. Like you said, everything is thought out. You're gonna find inside your 3 pouches. Now the pouches they're 3 different sizes, 3 different heights. And they come totally out of the bag, right? So they're easy to move around. You can position them however you want, height-wise, in the bag. And then in the back, you're gonna find that there are 4 tall, skinny pockets. And those also, Craig, are designed with the purpose in mind. So I'm gonna just go right over here to this one.
Okay.
So this one, I'm gonna start with pink. To match your shirt, Craig, I love your Totally Tiffany pink shirt.
Absolutely.
Yay. So this is loaded with markers, right? So you can store your markers flat, you can transport them around, but then I mentioned those pockets in the back. Mm-hmm. Oftentimes when we're coloring or working with markers, it's hard to remember which color we used, right? Yeah. So with the Triangle Traveller, you've got that back pocket where you can pull the markers that you're working with or you've been working with and stand them up in that back pocket while you're working with them. So you don't have to remember exactly which pink or red you chose. It's the one in the pocket. So working with it for markers and traveling with while you're coloring it's a great option for that because it has that little feature in the back. So this one obviously loaded with markers. Oh, I want to talk about this string in the back too. Okay. This one is loaded with all different stamping tools. I've got blending brushes, and again, you've got them all in that little pouch. You can take the pouch out, leave it in. Maybe all you need to travel with is just one of the pouches at a particular time, but they're totally removable. But when you open them, now you've got this nice staggered effect to reach in and grab whatever products you need that you're working with out of that pouch. So it makes it super simple. And again, those basic tools, I've just left them standing up in the back of the pouch. Now, the band on the back is what controls the lean once you open it, right? So the further you open this, the further back this is going to lean. So depending on what you have and the access you want to have to it, you're just going to tighten up that back. I'm going to tell you another little tip in just a second too. You're just going to tighten up that back, and that's going to be what holds things up in the right angle for you to easily reach them. Here's my little tip.
Yeah.
When you have your triangle traveler closed up, right? Like you said, you've got this nice triangle shape, right? If it's been that way for a while, a week or two, when you open it up, all your bags are going to be leaning forward. And so it's helpful. I don't think I have any that are doing it. If you feel like your bags are leaning forward instead of leaning back, pull them out and just reverse them. And then, so you see this one was leaning forward. I guess I reversed it before the show. By just turning it this way, now it's leaning back the way it should. So keep it in that triangle. When you open it, flip the bags around. You'll be happier with how easy it is to access all of those goodies that you've got in there. So crafting supplies, of course, cosmetics, right? Really easy, right? Your mascaras in the back. It's a great, think about this. I know, Craig, this isn't your thing to think about. Ladies, think about this. When you travel with cosmetics, right? You get to the hotel, or maybe you're staying at a friend's house, things end up spread out all over the counter in the bathroom. With your triangle traveler, you're just going to open it up. I'm going to take my brushes out, put them in the back, and now I've got all my cosmetics all organized. It stays neat and tidy in the hotel, in a guest room somewhere, so I'm not making a mess or chasing things all around. Same deal with your crafting supplies, right? You're able to keep the supplies nice and neat and tidy. This one's loaded with toys and games. So if you travel with your family, or you want to keep a toy and game kit in the car, I mean, think about this dice game. If I was going to go, well, dice are bad for a restaurant. If I was going to take my kids into a restaurant and I wanted to play a game or keep them busy, now I can just grab one pouch and bring it in with me, right? So all the different things. Here's a little like Lego building kit. So there's so many uses, Craig. I mean, when you think about all the different things beyond your craft room, where this little tote can be handy, and there's just countless uses for all the things that you can put in your triangle traveler.
Absolutely. It is absolutely fab. Two things that come to my mind as well, Tiffany, is I know you were saying, obviously, if you are going to be travelling about, you know, with myself, I know many of our viewers, and know yourself, knows that I haven't always kept well. If I'm having to nip into the hospital for whatever reason, and I don't want to take loads of course, you know, your deodorants or any bits and pieces, then you just put a nice selection in there, and then it's just going to be there in the hospital for you. Or, of course, if you do have to take medication, this is a good one. I'm already thinking of the top of my head that if there's set medications, you don't want to take them all, so you take the selection that you need, and you can maybe just have them in set pockets. I love these ones here, getting the 4 colour options. When Tiffany was talking about there about turning them around, this is the way, exactly as she was explaining there, how they're sitting forward. So what we can then just do is exactly that, just turn them around with the Velcro, and then you've got them that are nice, they're staggered. Look at that. I love that. Absolutely genius. It is a game changer. You have your 4 colours. That one, of course, is the black option. We do have, of course, our pink as well, should you wish to go for the pink. These are on a buy one, get one half price. They do all exactly the same thing. It's just the colour that changes. We've also got the turquoise, which is my favourite colour. I know so many of you know that. And then we've also got the purple as well. So you've got the purple there, if you so wish. In each of these ones, you are going to get 4 elements, because Tiffany was showing you, you've got that removable element. I love how that drawstring serves a purpose for it to hold it upright. But please remember that tip that Tiffany was just showing you there, and I showed you, turn it around, and then they're going to slant in that right angle. Each of these, $24.99 or $29.99. You know, that is per each collection. If you are in the club, and your platinum price comes down to $19.99. $23.99 or $23.99. But please remember as well, think about where and how you're going to use them, because they are on a buy one, get one half price. You can go for 2 of the same colours, or you can go for 2 different ones. It's entirely up to yourself. So that is another incredible, useful storage idea with our Triangle Traveller. What we're now away to do is we're going to have a look at another lovely but fab, so useful collection when it comes to your storage. And this one is your Totally Tiffany. This is your project organizer. Now within this one here, what you are going to be getting is 2 of what I'm showing you here. It is fantastic. I was having a proper look through all of these throughout the shows. Now you don't get the pattern paper that's included. We've popped them in here just to show you. It is your ring binder. So you've got this one here that is going to hold up to your 12 by 12, but you've got additional pockets in here. It is the 2, but what you are also going to be getting, as you can see on your screen there, free 12 by 12 paper pad. This one is from our Garden Gnomes. It is worth $14.99 or $19.99. This is absolutely, in my opinion, this is crazy. It's crazy, but it's good for you. We are at the start of the year. We are already thinking about springtime, summertime. If we've then had all of our Christmas collections out or autumn collections, we're looking to bring in that spring and summer like. What a stash builder. If you've already got this, great. If not, then this is a perfect one to kickstart your spring and summer crafting. If you are platinum, however, that's going to come down to $27.19 or $33.98. I know when it comes to the organisation of your scrapbook pages, your cardstock, your papers, this is when Tiffany has the most phenomenal ideas and the uses for all of these. Tiffany, within this one here, this is a big, substantial collection that we've got within the January sale. How do you use yours?
You know what, I've got a variety of them on my shelf. I'm just going to pull them off and share with you. So this is called the Project Planner Memento Keeper. So you see I've got this label on the side, right? Vacation, a little crafty label there. And this is where I've got all the mementos stored up from these travels, so that when I'm actually ready to scrapbook these events, I can have all the mementos, everything I've gathered together, all in one place. So when I'm ready to craft, or I'm ready to scrapbook, I've got all those bits and pieces together. So it's a great way to save, store, and organize your mementos from particular events. You've got this nice Velcro band that goes around to help keep it closed, because as you can see, they get kind of fat with your stuff. This one is just loaded. This is my son, London. This is his little memento book.
Okay.
And when he's old enough, or when he gets married, or when he wants all of these mementos, this is where I've organized all the different things from his high school graduation, college search. This pocket even has his cap and gown in it. So you can really hold a lot of different things. You can see his tassel down there. But it's a great way to just store and save things.
Yeah.
It's an excellent way to plan a project if you're redecorating your house, or maybe you're building a home and you want to keep all of those things together. It's awesome for that. As you showed, Craig, it is also a great way to plan a crafting project. So this is a complete card kit. I've got all the bits and pieces for that card kit in there, everything I need. This is a crafter's companion. Look, I've got my DVD here and the matching dies and stamps. So putting together different projects into each of the pockets is a great way to organize and be ready to craft any particular project that you're working on. I'm going to pull this out of here real quickly to show you, like, well, this is how fat you can gusset them up, right? Oh. Look at all the different things that I've got in there. Tons of different storage. Now, the back pocket is a big 12 by 12 pocket, but it's exactly 12 by 12. If you're storing paper, which we know is often bigger than 12 and a half, there's this bonus pocket right in between the front and back, and that is where you want to store your big 12 by 12 papers. They're going to stay safe and secure and undamaged, and then you can store all the other goodies in those pockets. I mean, look at, let me just pull this out. Look at all the things. Like, these are all dimensional items for I've got a whole roll of washi tape in there. So you don't have to worry about crushing things. I mean, look, I've got the flowers in here. I've got some blingy flowers. Everything's going to fit in there, and it's going to be, as I like to say, organized and ready. You're ready to craft. So you could literally grab this one page out of your project planner book, sit down, and get busy, Craig.
Yeah, you can. What I'm thinking straight off the bat there, when you were showing London's one there, I'm thinking about if you've got, you know, a friend, or you've got a daughter or son or grandson, it could be a nephew, a niece, whoever it is that you know that's expecting. Now, of course, I know you tend to get the baby. You get them, you know, some clothes or, you know, little early month clothes, anything like that. What about getting the parents something like this? And then as that, when the baby is born, you know, when it's the little band from the hospital, you know, and then you've got in the first curl, and then as you're going on to these stages throughout the life, the first steps, all these different things, you can start to store them in here. So as you get into the teens, and then they're 16, and then they're 18, and then the 21st, it's such a great way to actually be keeping those mementos, hence the name, of course. I just think, you know, yes, the other storage that we've seen so far is phenomenal in the way that you think about them, the design, the purpose of them, but this is definitely one of those that you're going to be able to use for a lot of different things, and it's nice just as a storage until you want to do something. But that is your Totally Tiffany. This is your project organizer perfection. This one is where you're going to get the two of them with the contents as well, just not the papers. They're just there to show you the purpose of these ones here. $33.98 or $42.48. This one here is giving you a saving of 15%. Now, if you are platinum in our Club Inspire, that's going to come down to $27.19 or $33.98. which is absolutely fantastic. But we're not finished there. This is even this, something like this, that you would buy, you would use day in, day out. It is within our sale. But what you are able to do as well is you're able to claim your free 12 by 12 paper pad. It's worth $14.99 or $19.99. It is from ourselves at Crafters Companion. It's Garden Gnomes. You've got your 36 sheets and it's 180 GSM. So maybe you are building the mementos to do your scrapbooking over time. It's a nice one to have within your actual organisation as well. All of these, don't forget, are across on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, but we have been told as well that they are available on Totally Tiffany's website as well, and you'll still get your free gift as well that you can see on your screen. Now, I know many of you have been waiting because you've got your comments coming through thick and fast, so we're going to take a little bit of a break because I know we've got some baskets that are full and you're ready to check them out. So once we come back after this little break, giving you a chance to check out, we'll have a little read of the comments and then we'll jump straight back to Tiffany because we have got loads to show you on tonight's Craft House. We'll see you just in a couple of minutes.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
One that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that?
We'll do it. Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, you know, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the product.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Lots of you are tuning in live from all over the globe. It's lovely to see your names and your comments coming through. Julie Jones is saying hello from Montana. So happy I caught you live. Kristen is saying hello from Carlisle, PA. We've got Jennifer Dawn Smith on Facebook is saying, I have more than a dozen 5x7 fab files now. Love the pockets and the magnetic sheets. We've got Linda Armstead is saying hello from Maryland. We've got Jessie is saying, yay, totally Tiffany, take over. Love from High Springs, Florida. We've got Barb on Facebook is saying, fun to be here with Tiffany and Craig. We've got Peg Conrad on Facebook is saying, Tiffany's products have changed my craft world. I can go to what I need and know where to look. I completely agree. We've got Lisa K on Facebook is saying, I love Tiffany's storage things. Completely agree. You're going to hear me saying this quite a lot as well with what you're saying. I totally agree as well. I've got so much myself. I love it. I adore it. It's so versatile with the things that you can do. Tiffany, you know, thinks of them, designs them to serve a purpose, but then many of you use them in different ways, even throughout the house. We've then got Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube and saying, I have the purple, of course, lol. I know a lot of you go for purple elements when it comes to Tiffany's products because you love purple. I know obviously, yes, it's our colour, but it's the colour of creativity. Jessie on YouTube is saying, me too, the purple is the best. Ellen Wilson on YouTube is saying, gave the Triangle Traveller to my son's girlfriend for Christmas in purple. She loved it. That's the thing, you don't need to be a crafter, do you? Everyone's going to love it, everyone. And that's the thing, everyone is going to have a purpose when it comes to the use of all of these. Mary Patson again. Mary Reno is saying hello from Maine. Sorry I'm late, I got distracted. Don't worry, you're here now. You've not missed. You missed a few things, but we will have time to go back, don't you worry. Jessie Conger on YouTube is saying, oh wow, you could organise like for a Christmas album. Yes, they are school albums. Oh, I need this one. We were just showing you before. Yeah, your Christmas albums, your school albums throughout the year, of course, you can do that. You've also got Carol is in from Ireland. We've got Beth Valone on YouTube is saying the garden gnome is the cutest paper pad. Isn't it just? And you get that free within that last one. We do have a couple of questions. What I'll do just shortly, once we get into maybe about midway of tonight's show, of course, afternoon, morning, depending where you are, I'll give Tiffany a shout with those questions. But what we do want to do is we want to have a look at this one here, because this one is another corker of a deal here. Now you're going to get everything I'm showing you here. You don't get the contents of what's inside, just to make that clear. It just shows you what you can be doing. However, we will be going straight back to Tiffany, who's going to show us these ones as well. What you're going to be getting is your Totally Tiffany Buddy Bag Collection. Now £59.11 or $80.78, you've got a saving of 20%. If you're platinum, it's going to come down to $47.29. $14.99 or $64.62. Now, what all of these are held in, your lowest bag, you are getting for free. This is worth $14.99 or $19.99. So the big bag we're showing you is for free. So what I'm just going to do is I will just go through them before we jump to Tiffany. We have got Brandy. We have got our Karen. We have also got Meryl. We've also got Dawn. We've also got, let's dive straight in, we've also got Shelley. There's loads, absolutely loads. We've also got, within this one here, where is our name that we've written on it? Just on the side, let's find it. We've got Gail. It's Gail, she's hiding, but we've got Gail here. We've also got Irene. We've got Irene in there. We've also got the Sarah Buddy bag. Now, some of these, you've got 1 or 2 or 3 elements inside. It's not just the Buddy bag. We've got Denise, my mum's name, and it happens to be my mum's birthday tomorrow. Denise is included. You have also got Lisa as well. All of these, plus you've got Teresa. We don't have Teresa here, but you do get it included. All of that is what you're going to be paying for. £59.11 or $80.78. If you're platinum, that's going to come down to $47.29 or $64.62. And this you are getting for free. This is your lowest tote bag. It's worth $14.99 or $19.99. Now, I have about 4 of these ones. 2 I use for coming back and forth from my house to the studio here. 2 I have in the boot of my car. So when I go food shopping, and I've got the big bottles and I've got the tins, they're all held really, really strong as well. You know that they're really robust. It's Tiffany, the stitching, the edging, so strong. So another way to show you it's not necessarily just for your crafting. You're going to be able to use it all throughout your daily needs. You've got a couple of pockets as well, but that one, which is incredible, it is your free lowest tote. It is jam-packed that you're going to be paying for. You've got that saving of 20%. Tiffany, what sort of things can you be then storing inside of these?
You know, one of the amazing things about the Buddy bags is that they're awesome for not only craft supplies, but all kinds of home storage. So I'm going to show you a couple of those. But for those people who might be new, who might be joining us for the first time, I just want to introduce you to the Buddy bags and why they are the way that they are. So this is actually the Dawn Buddy bag. What makes Buddy bags unique, right? If you're looking at that going, that's just a vinyl bag, is that each of the bags has 1, 2, 3, or 4 of these little boxes in the inside. And that is what gives your bag this stability, right? For me, when I'm designing, it's always really important that the tool where you've got things stored is also easy to access just by opening it up, right? So those little boxes keep things straight up. They keep them organized the way they want to be, and it makes it easy to pull products in and out of your Buddy bags. So all of them have a hook and loop or Velcro closure. The Dawn has 2. There's a couple with 2. I'll point those out to you. And that gives you either a low profile bag, or if you're putting something taller, then you're going to use that top piece and you're going to have that higher profile for taller items. They all have the little handle, little pull handle on the end. And I don't know if you noticed it or not, but when Craig was pulling those Buddy bags out of the lowest tote, they're all vertical, which means you don't have to dig down to the bottom of your tote to find something. You're just going to grab it by the handle, pull it up and out of the bag. That leaves a little hole in the bag. When you're done with it, you're going to drop it back in that hole. So no more digging to the bottom of a tote. Get your Buddy bags going vertically, and you'll be able to pull things out really, really easily. So the lowest tote that Craig has is all clear, and it's all vinyl, which means it's also great if something messy gets into it, right? Like if you spill ink or something, it's just vinyl, so you can just wipe it clean. So there's a lot of great benefits to that lowest tote. Okay, so let's talk about each of the individual bags that you're getting in this bundle. So I am going to start with Karen. Karen is a crowd pleaser with the card making community, mostly because of the dimensions, fit that 5x7 pocket that we love. So she's great for dies and stamp storage and organization. Also great for card blanks and that type of thing. In this back section, I've got all these Christmas embellishments. So if I was working on a Christmas card or Christmas page, it'd be really easy to find all of those things that I need right here. But you can see closed, when I open it up, I don't have to dig in this bag either. Everything is standing up and it's easy for me to get to. So that's our girl Karen. Next up, I'm going to talk about Brandy. So this is Brandy. Now this, I have 3 Brandies here actually. So your tall, skinny things are going to fit perfectly in Brandy. So I've got all like rulers. These are 12-inch templates, my long glue sticks, rulers. I'm a ruler junkie. And you notice I've got them all vertically, and this is in the number 4 slide stash and store, which we're going to talk a little bit about later. But one of the keys to the Totally Tiffany brand and thought process is keeping things really easily accessible and using your space left to right, top to bottom, back to front. And so this really, keeping those buddy bags vertical really helps with that. Next up, we have Dawn. So this is the one I was showing as a demo. Look at the back side of this. Crayons, tape runners, glue sticks, gelatos. It's a perfect way to keep those things organized and really illustrates, if I just took all of these crayons and put them into a bag without the boxes, it would just be a pile of stuff in there, right? They'd just be roaming around everywhere. But now when I want to actually use any of these products, opening the back and folding back the lid, it's easy to access all of them. The other nice thing about this, roll up that lid. This is why you come to Craft House, right? You want to get the tips and tricks. Roll up that lid, put that right into your drawer or your cart, and now it's a drawer organizer. Everything's staying organized in the drawer, but when you want to take it somewhere else, travel with those supplies, so you're not pulling individual things out of the drawer, you're just grabbing that whole bag, putting the lid on, and taking it with you. So that's Dawn. This I grabbed out of our bathroom. These are just all different sizes of bandages, right? So you have all the different Band-Aids floating around again in your drawer. This keeps them all nice and neat and organized. I've got a little extra space here. I might put alcohol pads or something like that. But when I travel with my husband, this is part of the emergency kit that goes with me. So it stays organized at home, but it's also travelable. Dawn also fits tea bags. I should fill one with tea bags, but I know how y'all are over there with your tea.
Oh, yes.
This is a great way to store tea in your desk drawer or travel with tea, right? So you're going to keep all those little things organized. Okay, who's next? Merle the Pearl. Let's see. This is Merle here. Oh, this is another one that that I have alternative use. Again, under the seat of my car. This is my dog leash, water bowl. I've got a food bag, poop bags, a flashlight, and everything I need. So if I get caught out with the dog and need to feed the dog or walk the dog and wasn't expecting to, this is my dog walk, my emergency kit for with the dog. And it's so slender and low profile right under the seat of my car. So where you can use them and how you can use them, I mean, just a huge, huge opportunity for storing all kinds of things. Merle is also perfect for ribbon. So you can see I've got all these rolls of ribbon here, right? You can open it up. You can actually even use the feed through here. Let me find one that's open, okay. You can actually feed that ribbon through. And now you've got a ribbon dispenser, right? So you're not making a mess, but you can just pull that ribbon through and cut off what you need. And again, storing them vertically, maximizing that space. So, Teresa? Look at Teresa. There's so many great storage options for Teresa. So look at all these little shaker shape, right? Here's something else. You can see everything. I really focus on designing products that you can see into. Doesn't it look fun? Like you just look at that rainbow of shaker filler and you think, oh, I want to make some shaker cards. It's just inspiring. Baker's twine, re-inkers, all of those glitter glues, they're all going to fit in Teresa. And again, getting them vertical in your tote bag means you can pull out exactly what you need and not dig to the bottom. So you're going to love that Lois tote with this collection. Who's next? Who? Gail? Gail? Oh, Gail, where are you? Right here. Okay, you know I'm an adhesive junkie. Look at that. So these are all different tape runners. Here's your tip. right? So again, if I just had this in my drawer, if I was using it in the drawer, I'm going to put these two together and I'll give you kind of a better idea. Where I just roll back those flaps, put it in the drawer, and now in the drawer, look how well organized everything is in my drawer, right? Easy to get to. What I do with my little tape runners, my adhesive runners, like, so this is a dotted one and it's permanent. So I just write on them. So then I don't have to pull them up and read them, but they're all just accessible because they're standing up and they're easy to put them back in place as well. So you're gonna love Gail, great for paint bottles. Also, for those of you who need to craft with a little bonus item, you might be able to put your mini bar in a Gail bag also. Who else? Shelly, let's see. Shelly. So Shelly was designed for washi tape and micro ribbon.
Okay.
But she also fits your mini inks. Look at that, Craig. It doesn't matter if you're using the teardrops or the small squares. They're all going to fit really nicely into your Shelly bag. And again, the visibility is so important. You can see all the different colors here. If you like the teardrop inks, all the little color tabs are there, so you know exactly what's in the bag. It's really easy to find. So that's your Shelly girl.
Loving these.
Denise, happy birthday to Craig's mom. Here's the Denise bag. So I have her loaded with a bunch of different types of markers. And again, she's got 3 boxes. And that keeps everything standing up nice and neat and straight. So it's easy for me to pull things in and out of the Denise bag as I'm working with the different products that I have in there. Now, a lot of manufacturers, double tip manufacturers say store your markers flat. And so one of the nice things, again, with all buddy bags, not just Denise, is that because they seal up, you can tip them whichever way you need to. So you can store it this way or this way, and now all your markers are flat, just like the manufacturer recommended, but they're still easy to travel with, easy to bring to your workspace as well.
They are.
Irene, where are you, Irene? Here she is. So Irene, here's another tip. When you get your buddy bags in the packaging, cut the name tag off and put it right in with the bag. And then when you need another bag, you won't have to be like, who was that? Is that Merle? Is that Irene? You'll just know straight away. But perfect for storing bigger re-inkers, your glitter glue, some small spritzes and sprays. Irene, ideal for that. Again, she's got 2 levels of hook and loop. So if you've got taller items in the Irene bag, you can pull that up and now you can store. Matter of fact, let's see, do I have a taller Irene? I do. So it'll really give you the idea of the difference and the opportunities inside. These are the exact same bag, right? One has tall ink pads in it, and I've used the upper strip, and there's the other thing. Nothing's coming out.
No.
Right? The felt is really good. I just dropped that, and nothing's disturbed there. And so you can see 2 totally different sizes, same bag. So super versatile just by adding that extra little piece of Velcro or hook and loop. Sarah, everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite for 2 reasons. We love Sarah herself, but also we love our tri-blend markers. So the Sarah is going to hold your tri-blend. And it's got a little stadium on the inside, and that's what gives you this staggered 3, right? The staggered thing. So when you get this one, there's this weird little cardboard box that feels like it's empty in with the package, and that is the little plastic stadium. You can see on the bottom how those are staggered up, maybe better from the back.
Oh,
that stadium is holding them at different levels. That's the Sarah. Who's next, Susie? Lisa. Oh, you already got a quick introduction to Lisa. Love Lisa. She is a perfect 12 by 12 paper storage. And so often we're doing a small crafting project. We don't need to take tons of paper. Lisa is perfect for that. You can put all the papers that you need in there. It's about 1 inch thick. So that's really quite a bit of paper. So easy to take with you without overwhelming yourself with so much paper.
Absolutely.
And the Lowe's.
Brilliant.
And we already talked about the Lowe's, Craig. You gave us a perfect tour of the Lowe's tote. One thing I want to mention about Lowe's is if you're like me and you like to buy those roasted chickens at the grocery store in that weird little container, the Lowe's tote is a perfect way to carry that in the house because if it spills, it's easy to clean out. So You already mentioned you use yours for groceries. I love mine for groceries, especially those roasted chickens.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that idea. You know, I'm going to be doing that for sure. If anything, though, you've just made me go really, really hungry and in the mood for some chicken. Thank you, Tiffany, for that one. But yeah, that one there, what an incredible way. That's why, okay, at the start of this, I was going through the ones that you were going to get. However, that's what Tiffany's here for. You know, her knowledge, her ideas, the different ways, different uses of how you can use them. So that's why we jump straight over to Tiffany. So I will go through them. Remember, this is the one that you're going to get for free. This one is your lowest tote bag. It is worth $14.99 or $19.99. That one is for free. All the other ones that I've got in front of me, Tiffany was showing you them a moment ago. That is all the ones you are going to be paying for. I love how they are vertical, all the different things that you can pop into them. Doesn't have to be crafting elements, as Tiffany's been shown with all of our storage as well, the different uses when it comes to the storage itself all around the house. I'm just going to sit that one there. So all those additional items, you are going to be £59.11 or $80.78. That's where it's going to give you a saving of 20%. Now that platinum price at $47.29 and $64.62 is exceptional. The today's price for all of that is exceptional, but please keep in mind that you are getting that free gift as well, worth $14.99 or $19.99. All of this is across on our website. If you just go into shop the day, you're going to find everything that Tiffany and myself has been showing you. Don't forget as well, we do have Tiffany branded section on our website, but you can, if you prefer, go to Tiffany's website. You absolutely can do that as well, no problem whatsoever. Now we're not going to stop there. We are, and don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the few questions that are coming through. Just what we'll do is we'll get in at the first hour of this show so we can see Tiffany and all these incredible deals. So we will go to them just shortly, so I haven't forgotten. But we're going to go into another one now. Within this one here, this is where you're going to be getting a free Sarah's Signature 6x6 paper pad. This is from Say It With Flowers, so it's not that long launch, just towards the end of 2022. This is, in so many people's opinion, the best collection that Sarah has ever done, and also one of the biggest. Now this one here, it is your 38/6 sheets. It is worth $5.99 or $9.95, but that you're going to be getting for free. Going to reiterate what I said earlier on, you don't need to do anything. The guys and the girls in our warehouse, they pop them into your order automatically, so you don't need to do anything whatsoever. Just make sure when you're ordering on the website that, for instance, this one we're ready to show you now, the 6x6 fab file, it's got that yellow sticker on it, and it'll show you the free gift. You know you've got the right one. But let's go into technically what you are paying for. This one is your Totally Tiffany 6x6 fab file with 2 packs of dividers. Now, the main thing, now I know that you're not going to be doing this a lot, if at all. So please, I know Tiffany's watching this, please, you know, forgive me, Tiffany, but the key thing with Tiffany's storage, it is strong. It is robust. If you are going to be using it around the house, whether it's the craft room, whether it is the he shed or the she shed, or if it's in the kitchen, or if it's for the dogs or the animal, whatever it is strong, it's robust, and the main thing is it's wipeable if you were to, of course, spill anything on it. But let's dive straight in, because what you are going to be getting is, of course, the 6x6 fab dividers, and you're also going to get 2 packs of your fab file refills as well. So that's 2 packs that you're going to get, and each one you are going to be getting 5 of them. That's 10 in total. So you're getting the fab file with 10 of these, so 2 packs equals 10 of the dividers, also with the little dividing tabs as well. That comes to £15.17 or $18.02. Gives you a saving of 5%. Platinum price is £12.14 or $14.42. Already this one specifically, there is an incredible amount, Tiffany, going round my head as to what I could be popping in here. Like you, I love my adhesives, absolutely adore them. Many of your storage I use for my 3D foam pads. This one here, adhesives, maybe it's going to be some, of course, of my little scraps, maybe my mementos. It could be your recipe cards if you want to around the house. It is such a great one to have within your craft room or just around the house.
So there are so many uses for fab files. Like as we said, I have so many on my shelf. And you're right, Craig. They are really durable and they're designed to hold up to all the uses that you might have for them. The other thing I wanted to mention is that they all have this locking tab on the front. So this is full of paper pads, and I can literally tip it upside down and shake it, and it doesn't come open. So they really are designed thinking about, oh, I'm going to throw that in my tote. Well, if you throw it in upside down, what's going to happen? Almost all my products are going to stay sealed up, so things stay organized inside anyway. They also allow you to create this library of supplies, regardless of what you've got. You've got the label tab and you've got the little pull-out handle on the side, which makes it so easy to get things on and off the shelf. So this one is just the sample with the pockets in it. This one I've of course loaded up with that 6x6 paper pads, and here are those tab divider pockets. I put the name of the paper pad here, and then these are the scraps that go with the paper pad. So now I'm going to get the best use out of my scraps. I'm staying organized, and things are also labeled, so it's easy for me to find exactly the paper pad that I need or that I want to work with. Another thing, if you're new to the Totally Tiffany brand, all of my products are bigger than the items you're supposed to store in them, right? So a lot of times if you buy something that's labeled 6x6, it is exactly 6x6, which means 6x6 items are a tight squeeze to get into them. And sometimes our 6x6 paper pads are 6.5 or 6 3/4 one way because they have the tab at the top. So I've accounted for all of that in these designs, in all the products I design actually. I keep in mind that not only are products a little bigger sometimes and they're labeled, but you also want to be able to put them in and out easily. So you're going to find very easy to get things in and out. You're not putting things in a tight squeeze and difficulty to pull them out. So great for paper and scrap storage, of course, dies and stamps, anything like that. But even things like, this is a kit, a resin pour kit, right? These are all the pieces for this resin pour kit. Gloves, mats, stir sticks, color, embellishments that go in it. This is all stuff that you have to keep together so that when you actually want to use resin pour, you can find all of the things that you need to go with it. So fab files are great for storing things like small tools, small craft kits, and that type of thing, so that when you're ready to use them, you're going to actually be able to find them. And all the pieces are going to be together, right? And then again, just being able to create that library idea. So think about filling your shelf just with a row of the 6x6 fab files, all the different things that you need. And they're all really easy to find and really easy to get to, Craig. And of course, you can pull them off, put on the shelf really simply with that little handle. So this is a no-brainer. This is something that you probably need. Well, if you're a card maker and you love 6x6, you're going to need dozens, but start with a couple of them at this great sale price today and start building your library of supplies. You are going to absolutely love them.
Yeah, you are, you know, and I can absolutely vouch for that one. And sometimes as well, if you see something, you think, yeah, I'm probably going to need a few of them, but will I actually need them? I think when it comes to many of your storage solutions, Tiffany, it accounts for what I'm away to say. Specifically this one, you know whether you go for 2 of them or 3 of them or 4 of them or 5 of them, depending of course on your budget. You know that you're going to use them. There's no doubt whatsoever. But that one there is your Totally Tiffany. This is your 6x6 fab file. Now within this one here, as Tiffany showed you, she explained it all. You've got that little lock-in mechanism that you've got there. But what you're also going to get is 2 packs of your dividers. Now you get 5 in each, so that's giving you 10 of them. You've seen, you know, and I'm sure it's just a small amount of ideas that you can be using and storing in your one that Tiffany was showing you a moment ago. You're going to think of so many other ways that you can be using it around the house. That is £15.17 or $18.02. You've got your saving of 5% there. If you are platinum, it does come down to £12.14 or $14.42. But let's not forget, it's part of the January sale. It has a yellow sticker, that means you're going to get a free item. But then this one here, you have got your free 6x6 paper pad, which funny enough will fit your Totally Tiffany 6x6 fab divider. That one is worth $5.99 or $9.95. It is part from a relatively new signature collection from Sarah, Say It With Flowers. It is double-sided, it's 36 sheets, and it is one that you will be using going into the spring and summertime, but you get for free. All of these, as I was saying before, and I'll say every now and again, are across on the website. Whether, of course, at Crafters Companion, it's any of our shows, whether it's a cartload, a warehouse clearance, whether it's Totally Tiffany, you can always get your Club Inspire as well on top of that one. Within this one here, it is $12.14 or $14.42. Just to say as well, very, very briefly, if you are not in our Club Inspire, it is free to join. I've already said how you can still take advantage of Club Inspire on Totally Tiffany. If you do join for the very first time, you get 20% off your first order, which means you would then get it at the platinum price. That, if you're not in Club Inspire, will give you a little bit of time to think about, but please keep in mind that you are, for the January sale, right up. These are ending on Sunday or stock dependent. Totally Tiffany items, they don't always last very, very long because they're so busy, so useful and so popular. Taking into account, you get a free gift with many of these ones. But what we are going to do is we are going to give you a little bit of a break so that you can go and grab a cup of tea or a drink, or more importantly for many of you, actually check out your basket. So we're going to be coming back in a few moments where we will speak to Tiffany and I'll ask her some of these questions that are coming through before we have a look at a few more other items. So we'll give you a couple of minutes and we'll see you just then.
I have to tell you, every single person works tirelessly behind the scenes, and I can't just give a shout out to one person, because for me it has to be John, Tracy and Jake.
Going to give a shout out to our backstage hero, and I'm actually going to say heroes. It has got to be our product coordination team. It's got to be.
Because without those three people, when we're on air, we wouldn't be able to function like we do. They make sure we have everything we need, right from the samples to the product to having a drink of water throughout the show. They really look after us.
You see us day in, day out, 7 days a week, live on TV. We're crafting away, we're hopefully inspiring you. Every single card, every single product, every single tool that we touch has come from product coordination. Those guys are the unsung hero. They're there making sure we have the products, we have the inks, we have the tools, we have everything that we need. We have the power to actually work our Gemini ranges. The smooth running of behind the scenes of Crafters TV is all down to our product coordination team.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much.
Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
Five on a roll, five on a roll, five on a roll, five on a roll, five on a
Camera roll. Hey!
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You're right.
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Just some of the fun that we have here on Crafters Companion on Crafters TV. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at another few items. However, I know many of you have been tuning in, you've been commenting away. I've got a couple of questions, so if it's all right with Tiffany, I'm going to fire them across to her herself, because we've got Jennifer Dawn Smith on Facebook is saying, would you mind asking Tiffany if Katie will be coming back in stock? It hasn't been on for ages and I have lots of pockets designed for it. I know the 2-drawer store bag works, but prefer a stand-up bag.
Absolutely, Katie will be back. I don't know where you are in the world, but they carry it at scrapbook.com as well if you're here in the US, so that could be a great place for you to check. But it is on reorder and it definitely will be back. She's very popular.
Excellent, thank you very much. We've got Lisa and also kind of Susie T asking kind of the same. We've got, will the paper carts come back? I need another one, maybe 2, like the older size, shorter better, but we'll take the redesigned taller ones either way.
They're definitely something that we're considering. I get asked about the paper carts all the time. I love them. I mean, I'm just looking around my studio right now. I've got 3 or possibly 4 of them just within eyesight. They really are an awesome asset to your craft room. So it's definitely something that we are working with HSN to bring back.
Excellent, brilliant. Linda on YouTube is saying, question for Tiffany, for the project organisation Perfection, does Tiffany sell extra pockets for it?
There are extra pockets available. They are called the Project Planner Pocket, and they're part of the Scrap Rack line. So if you look on the website, the SKU for them is P71, so you could search that as well. But if you go to Totally Tiffany, Shop by Brand, Scrap Rack, specialty pages, they are called the Project Planner pages.
Brilliant. We've got a couple more for now as well. So we've got Samantha. Now, I know you're aiming this question at either of us. Of course, I will send it across to Tiffany. Samantha is saying, Tiffany, are any of the Totally Tiffany, the clear bags, of course, the larger ones, for instance, for example, the Lois, able to store any of my Gemini machines?
Oh, I bet they would. In terms of transporting your Gemini around, let me grab a Lois tote real quickly here. I don't have the clear one handy, but I've got some of the color ones here. So, so they're the same size as the Lois. So the Gemini is a heavy beast, right? So, well, I'm going to compare it this way. Yes, you will be able to get your Gemini into your Lois tote. If I had more hands, I just need to be able to hold this open. Oh, I could put my rotating design board in. Hang on, that'll work.
Good idea.
Oh, look, you're going to see Susie's hands here. Susie's sneaking her hands in. Let go in there, Suze. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, look at that.
Brilliant.
So I've got my rotating design board. We're going to talk about that later. It's a great base for your Gemini. but the Gemini fits perfect. So you've also got room in here then for your Gemini plates and such in the interior pocket. So you could, and you brought up earlier, Craig, about the sturdiness of these bags. So one of the questions with something like paper or the Gemini is they are heavy.
Yeah.
So I want you to notice when you get your bag that this strap is sewn in here, sewn all the way up. We have added this reinforcement strap here, and that is why the vinyl doesn't rip under the weight. We've added all this extra reinforcement. It really makes it easy to transport heavy weight. Just make sure it's not too much. We don't want you to hurt your back.
No.
Because you could probably load up your lowest tote with enough to hurt yourself.
Yeah. I suppose what we would say, Tiffany, is as long as you feel as though you're able to comfortably carry it, then, you know, don't go over something that you feel that would be uncomfortable. But this is what's great, is we can see straight away from Tiffany how you could be using them through your questions. Just a couple more for now. We've got Kristen is saying, Tiffany, could you suggest a totally Tiffany product for storing seeds for the garden?
Oh, seeds for the garden. I bet you're going to find a buddy bag that would be perfect for that. So a seed package, I'm going to guess, is probably 3 by 4. You know, I have my handy dandy tape measure in here. Let me see. Yes. I'm going to say they're probably 3 by 4, which means they're going to easily fit in the Sue Buddy bag, the Denise, which is part of the bundle today. Yeah. You're going to be able to fit those in. So, if you give me the exact size, then I could make sure that I'm recommending the right thing. And the other thing is, this is a great time to mention this. Every Tuesday, I do a live event for an hour on Facebook, and it is just for this purpose. So if you have a question, a product you're struggling with storage, or you need help getting organized, you have an organization question, Tuesday Live is your opportunity to join me and just ask questions for an hour. Sometimes it's an hour and a half, as long as people are asking questions, but you really get your specific question answered on Tuesday mornings during our live event.
Brilliant, that's so good. And then just the last one for now. Now, for this one, Tiffany, I'm not too sure what this means, so I'm hoping that you do. This is Rhonda saying, Tiffany, do you have the timing for the shorter slide stash and store storage?
Right now, that's the 10-inch. So we're going to talk about Slide Stash and Store, the current version, in a few minutes. So if you don't know what that is, stick with us and we'll tell you. We have a 10-inch version coming out, and that is going to be out. Right now, we're targeting late spring, early summer. So keep tuned in for that. They are going to be awesome for your shorter shelves and your upper cabinets at home. You're going to love them, but they are coming soon, we hope.
Brilliant, excellent. And then just a few comments. We've got Stephanie saying, I have a lot of the Totally Tiffany storage. Now all I need is the shelving. I mean, it's incredible what's behind you. Absolutely love all of your shelving that you've got. Leslie Day on YouTube, and do you know something? I could not agree more with you, is saying, I love this craft house. Tiffany is someone that I've admired for so many years, and it's taken this long to us actually be able to do a show together. I know obviously we're not in the same room together, but at least I do have this pleasure of being on a full 2 hours with Tiffany. So I am absolutely loving this, and it's given me even more storage ideas as well, Tiffany. So thank you very much. That's from me, and I know it'll be the same from everyone else. However, we've still got just round about 40 minutes to go. So let's have a look at something else that we have got, which is also part of our January sale. This one here is our Totally Tiffany. This is our paper storage dividers collection. Now, what you are going to be paying for is the dividers. Now, I'm not going to take all the dividers out. What you are going to be getting within these ones here is, well, straight away you can see for your 12 by 12. So as we can see just to the back there. Now, you're going to be getting 3 packs of these. In each pack, you get 10. Now, this is where you see the dividers. divider, so you'll be able to see how it's going to work. So you've got all that dividing sections, you've got the little tabs that you can stick on yourself. So it's 3 packs of these and you're getting 10 in each. So once again, I'll just show you a few others because that one is the same size. I just want to sort these out beforehand. You can see the gist of them here. So this is where you're going to have all of these ones. The tabs are going to run down the side when you have them in order. So it's 3 packs of these and you're getting 10 in each. That's what you're going to be paying for, $29.23 or $38.98. That's giving you a saving of 35%. If you are, of course, in Club Inspire and you're platinum, that's going to come down to $23.38 or $31.18. Now, what you're going to get for free is 5 of your storage boxes. This is worth $13.99 or $17.99. You are getting 5 of them. They do come ready for you to assemble, but trust me, when I say these are able to assemble, they really, really are. I've got a number of these ones myself, and they are very easy, but they are so strong and durable, like you would expect from all of Tiffany's storage solutions. This one, as I say, you're getting 5 of these worth $13.99 or $17.99. It is in that January sale. Now, straight away, you can see from the dividers as well as the storage boxes, instantly, Tiffany, you're thinking, of course, your 12 by 12 papers or your 12 by 12 pads, scrapbook pages. Now, of course, you can be using them for that. What other things do you think of, do you suggest or have in mind for storing inside?
Well, you know, the paper storage boxes, the cardboard boxes that you've got are perfect for permanent storage, right? So if you're looking to create that wall of paper, this is a great tool. You're going to get 2,500 sheets of paper in those 5 boxes at a minimum, right? So cardstock is a little thicker, paper is a little thinner, so it's going to vary based on what you've got. I want to talk just for a minute about the dividers. So I do have the dividers here. I don't have the boxes in my studio. So you are getting, in each set, you are getting 10 of the tabs. And you can see that this kind of stops halfway. And that's when you put those tabs into the box, they're going to be sticking out over the top of the box, right? So each of them is 10 sets, and that's 2 sets of 5, so that you can see them all the way across the top of the boxes, right? So these fit in your, if you bought the Buddy Bag collection and you think, oh, I that many dividers in my boxes, these dividers also fit in your Lisa tote that you got in your Buddy Bag. Okay. So you can use them that way as well. So the paper storage boxes, of course, perfect, like you said, Craig, for organizing your 12 by 12 papers, but you can put 8.5 by 11 and you can put 6 by 6 in there. If you follow the Get Organized Challenge, you know, I recommend keeping all your paper together within that 4-section system that I work with. The other little tip is, we do a lot of paper pads, right? And so you don't necessarily have to stack your paper pads up. Tip them vertically and just slide them in between the boxes. So you have your loose sheets and your scraps in those boxes, and then you can stand up your paper pads in between the boxes. And so it's easy to pull them out rather than digging through a big pile of them. So it makes it really easy to get to all those beautiful paper pads, especially, you know, the value that you're getting today. You're getting some free ones with your purchases. So it's really a good way to incorporate the boxes and the pads and the dividers all at the same time to really come up with a system that's going to serve you very well for being able to quickly find your paper. This is a basic, right? Paper storage boxes are a basic craft room thing. I wanted to mention one other thing. You're talking about my shelves, right? And you're watching me literally pull my supplies on and off the shelf. And so I want that to be a takeaway for all of you today. Get vertical with your supplies so that as you're pulling them off, you're not unstacking them. And the paper storage boxes are a perfect solution for getting your paper vertical today as well.
Yeah, they really, really are. Again, you know, there's a number of these items that we've shown so far that I have got myself as well. I've got these ones as well. You know, they're so handy, and that's the thing. We can say time and time again, they're handy, they're useful, they serve a purpose, they're incredible quality, and that is what runs through every single item that Tiffany brings out. And hopefully you can tell, even from the way I speak about them, how much I absolutely love and adore each and every one of them. So that one there, that is is your Totally Tiffany, that is your paper storage, that is your divider collection. So as Tiffany was saying there, you are going to get, well, the 3 packs, and you're getting 10 in each of them. That's what you're going to be paying for. So once again, 3 packs, 10 in each of these ones. If you are platinum, it is going to come down to $23.38 or $31.18, but it is, of course, in our January sale, so that means we've got a yellow sticker, and that yellow sticker means that we get something free. Now, we don't get 1 item, 2 items, 3 items, 4 items for free. We get 5, so you are going to get 5 of your storage boxes worth $13.99 or $17.95. Even I'm thinking of my friend's office, who seems to accumulate a lot of his 2 sons' children's books that seem to be a bit larger, and he's always trying to tidy up his office at home. What about having some of these as well? These are going to be nice to actually store away some of the kiddies' toys or books that they seem to bring into the office if you are working at home. Just an incredible amount of ways in which you can be using these for storage. All of these ones I'm showing, everything I've shown you beforehand, and the next few things we are going to be showing you, once again, they are across on the website. You're just going to click across to crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, or if you wish to, of course, go to Tiffany's website, you absolutely can. You're still going to get your free gift when it comes to each of these collections, or, you know, most of these collections that we are showing. Who would have thought storage would be in a January sale? This is the sort of things I refer back to as well, Tiffany. I was thinking where, you know, January is when you tend to think about getting organised, getting storage. I don't know, you know, about the US of A. All I can say for here in the UK, you tend to find a lot of the stores will then start to put up the prices of things that you know people are going to be buying at busy times. Not us, not yourself, and we come along with incredible, useful, good, free items as well. So that is definitely one to take advantage of. But we're not going to leave it there. We're going to carry on. Now, the next ones that we've got, I don't have on my side. I know that Tiffany does. So I will give you the details. These ones are the Slide, Stash and Store. These ones here are size 1 to 3 packs. You've got your 1 1/4 inch times 13.5 inch times the height, which is 2/3 inch. $6.99 or $8.99. It is any 3 for the price of 2, but if you're a platinum price, once again, each of them are $5.59 or $7.19. So once again, each of them are platinum price $5.59 or $7.19, and you can go for the 3 for the price of 2. So when it comes to these ones, Tiffany, what can we be using and storing into the Slide, Stash and Store?
Okay, so I have to say, you know, I've been designing products for almost 20 years to help people get organized. The Slide, Stash and Store, I always think in my head of a stupidly simple solution. I cannot believe it took me almost 20 years to come up with this, because it has saved every little thing that I couldn't organize. It has made it organizable and accessible. So these are all the Slide, Stash and Store boxes here. And what they do is they take bulky things or things that might tip over or spill, and they get them all organized and accessible. So you are going to get you're going to choose from the number 1. And so they're all different sizes. That's what when it says number 1, that's this size right here, right? So I've got these are just glitter ribbons here. This one has bottles of glitter in 2 different sizes, shaker shapes, re-inkers, even things like sewing thread, right? And look, you can see right through the side, so you know what color is in that little tray. So it makes it easy to store them. Now, one of the things about things like thread, things that you want to keep organized by color, is if you have them in each individual little container, each individual little slot, when you get a color that you want to fit in between the other colors, you have to move everything in the container. But with Slide, Stash and Store, you can just slide that product over and drop it in where it belongs. So it doesn't matter if it's a re-inker or a thread or something like that, it's perfect. Again, I want you to think about these as not only on your shelf, right? Which is what they were designed for, but they're also going to fit in your drawer. So if you're looking for a way to segment and organize your drawer, or maybe we all love those 3-tiered craft carts and you want to keep everything organized and upright in that craft cart, the Slide Stash and Store boxes are perfect for that. So that's the number 1 box. Now in each size, you're going to get 3 per package, right? The number 2, and I've got this one loaded up with paints, and I keep all my paints by color. I put them in upside down. Look how easy it is to see them and get to them. Really simple. You can fit 6 of this size Slide Stash and Store across the bottom of a lowest tote. So if you're looking for a way to organize your lowest tote, any of the Slide Stash and Stores are going to fit in there as well to keep everything nice and neat and tidy and upright. So that's the number 2 size. Oh, these are also, let's pop these out here. These are also number 2. So you can see mists and sprays, right? A variety of different sizes and brands. They fit perfectly in there. This is all different adhesives, which you were talking about earlier, Craig. When we craft, we use a bunch of different types of adhesive, not just one thing, but different things. So imagine you've got just all your adhesives in one of these trays. You pull it off the shelf, set it on your table, and now, oh, I need glue, I need double-sided tape, whatever it is. You're able to just pull it out, pop it back into the tray. Your desktop stays organized, and when you're done working, you just put it right back, slide it right back on your shelf, put it right back in your cart, and everything is back the way that it belongs. So super easy to use, to keep organized, and also to clean up your workspace as well. So that was the number 2. Let's look at some number 3s here. So different types of tools that we have. So this is a punch board. We love these kind of tools, all the little bits and pieces that go with it, even the instructions for how to use the tool. Now they're all together, but the problem with storing these kind of things is that they're not flat, right? So if you try to stand this up on the shelf, it's going to tip over because of the weight. And if you try to slide something past it, it's going to get all jammed up. Well, once you put it into your Slide Stash and Store, now everything slides past each other really easily on and off the shelf. Easy to add the label to the front, so you can keep all of that stuff right there at arm's reach.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who are new to Totally Tiffany, another thing that I love about designing products is trying to design stuff that I can grab with my one free hand, right? I can put it out and I can put it back, because you know we've always got something in our other hand, or we might have another hand that's covered with glitter or paint or ink. We don't want to get it on things. So you'll notice as I'm pulling things off and on the shelf, one of the things that's really easy is that one-handed grab, right? So here's my paper trimmer. Again, really hard to store these because they're not flat, but I can store it easily in the Slide Stash and Store box. And keep this in mind. Now it's on my workspace. This is the number 4 size, by the way. I can use the paper trimmer, put it back and on my workspace. Instead of leaving the paper trimmer out where it's taking up tons of space, and I'm going to stack things on top of it and then have to unbury it, I can actually use that Slide Stash and Store as an organizer in my workspace as well. So the uses, Craig, I mean, they're countless. Think about your Gemini cutting plates. Where are they, right?
Yeah.
If you're stacking them up, you have to dig to the bottom, go vertical. I just talked about this with paper, put them in a Slide Stash and Store, and now you can pull them in and out really easily as well. So all the different sizes are going to work for a huge variety of supplies. And today we're featuring the 1, which is the smallest, and then 2, 3, and 4, and those are going to hold all the different things. I guess I should pull this back out too, since we're talking about it. This is the number 4 as well. So Tiffany, if you have tall shelves, so I have narrow shelves for my buddy bags, but if I only had tall shelves, I would use the Slide Stash and Store to get my buddy bags vertically, regardless of which ones they are, so that I could use less space, right? I could maximize that space and pull things off and on easily. So the number 4 is going to fit a variety of buddy bags as well if you're looking for a way to go vertical. That's my biggest tip to you today. Go vertical.
Go vertical. I say that's been incredible to see all the uses. There is one unfortunate side though. The number 4 has already sold out even before we went live. So the option of 1, 2 and 3, it is still there across on the website, but 4 has sold out. Now the 4, it will be back, I'm sure, in stock. So it's still been lovely to see the ways in which you can use, of course, your slide, stash and store. But these are individually that Tiffany was showing you, $9.99 or $12.99. If you are a platinum, it comes down to $7.99 or $10.39. But they are all on a 3 for the price at 2. So think about the different ways, think about the different storage, your different tools that you're going to be using. Once again, either that runs through the whole of Tiffany's collections is the see-through element or that frosted element that you can still see through, which is absolutely fantastic. That's what we want. There's no point having storage that is a really strong colour that you can't see. Now, of course, on this side, you know, we just tend to have the product. On our demonstration side, we have the slide, stash and store, and we have our white multi-purpose card, we have our watercolour card, we have our black card, our craft card, we have mirror card. One of these days, once it's a bit tidier, what we'll do is we'll take a picture and you can see that we use Tiffany storage here as well, certainly for the cardstock when it comes to the slide, stash and store. All the different options again across on our website. But what we can do as well, we are going to be having a look at another item. Now this item as well, we don't have here on my side, but then this one here is your die and stamp storage. This is Power Pack. This one here, today's price, £23 or $26.50. Look at that saving, a saving of 30%. If you're platinum, comes down to £18.40 or $21.20 for your die and stamp storage power pack. So for this one, Tiffany, what can we use and store in this one?
Look this up. I'm having a hard time believing that price because this is the perfect way to organize tons of dies and stamps in a small package, right? So you're going to get the 5x7 fab file, and then you're going to get the pockets and the magnets as well. And that is how you're going to organize all of your dies and stamps. And I know so many of you who follow along at Crafters Companion are die and stamp junkies.
Yes.
So you have tons of them, and you're probably not getting the best use of them because they're hard to find. This is going to store. So you're going to get the pockets, you're going to get the magnets. So you can see I've got the stamp set here, and then I've got the coordinating dies on the back with the magnets. And here, like, this is why we watch Crafters TV, right? We want the tips and tricks.
Yes.
I've saved the items from the packaging so that I can, like, if you saw that die, you wouldn't remember what it was for or what it was going to look like. I just slipped in the picture from the packaging into the pocket, and now I've got the instructions, the dies, the stamps, and what they look like all in the pocket. So this combination of products is the solution that you have been looking for organizing all of your dies and stamps. And you can, I'm going to see if I have one in here. You can just put stamps in it. Now, one question I get, Craig, is, so this set of stamps has acetate on both sides, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things people are ask me regularly is, do I have to actually put that in a pocket in my storage system? And you don't have to, absolutely not. But I want you to look at this box, right? I put those in kind of out of order, but you can see everything, all the little tabs, because they're all the same height. And if you start dropping things that are too small, like that stamp set in between, you're never going to see it and you're never going to remember that it's there. So besides the fact that those pockets add that layer of protection, help you keep your dies and stamps and instructions together, keeping them in the pocket so everything is the same height makes it so much easier to find your dies and stamps, right? So think about that more than just how much you can get in there. If you stuff the whole box full of things but you still can't see them and there's no label, then you're not going to use them anyway. So use the labels to keep them organized, and you're going to love working with all the different things that fit in there. So this is dies and stamps and a small embossing folder, right? So even your smaller embossing folders are going to fit in there. So keep those things that come together organized together. And this bundle is the perfect solution for getting all that organized. You're gonna, I mean, this is a no-brainer and an incredible price I mean, like I just said to Susie, can you look that up? Am I showing the right thing? And she's like, yep, that's the right thing and the right price. So this is a must-have.
Yeah.
If you love dies and stamps.
You know, and it really is, and what these are good for is when it comes to the storage, you know, now, of course, you know, if you're here and watching on Crafters TV, you may be, you know, purchasing bigger collections or that, you know, but it could be the same, you know, if you are, of course, watching and shopping from HSN or Hobbycraft or Hobby Maker in the UK, you know, I know you guys stateside have got Joann's and you've got Michael's, maybe you're shopping from QVC UK now or QVC Germany. If you're going in for little collections or smaller collections, these are the perfect way to then start to store these ones. Not everything is huge, big collections, of course. You've got that option of storage for your bigger collection, your bigger tools, but these ones here, your die and stamp storage. Maybe you're going into, for instance, you know, Hobbycraft or the range here in the UK, you're picking up just a few bits, then of course you can use these to store. Now these ones that Tiffany was showing, they're £23 or $26.50 with that saving of 30%. If you are, of course, a platinum price, we are going to be £18.40 or $21.20. Once again, everything that I've been showing you, myself and Tiffany, are across on our website as well as Tiffany's website for you to take advantage. If you are on ours, just have a look at Shop the Day. You'll find everything from earlier on Wake Up Call into our last show, of course, which is Beautiful Beginnings, and our Totally Tiffany Craft House Takeover. What we are going to do is we're going to have a look at this next item with Tiffany, and when we come back, we'll have a look at some comments, and there's another few questions that I'll fire across to Tiffany, because this next item that we're having a look at, if I was to say, or you were to say to me, right, Craig, out of all of the Totally Tiffany storage you've got, what is your favourite? I would absolutely instantly, straight away, say the Deskmade, the rotating design board. I love this one for so many reasons. I've said live on Crafters TV how if I like to do my colouring, what I do at home, I'll sit on my couch and I sit with my knees up, my board's resting, and I'm colouring away, and we just rotate that board as and when we need while I'm watching the TV. Now today you're going to get it at $14.99 or $18.71. A saving, I can't believe this one, a saving of 25% on this one here. Platinum price $11.99 or $14.97 for something that you're going to be able to use in so many different ways, and that is that's putting it lightly, isn't it, Tiffany?
Yes, absolutely. So Craig, the rotating design board was designed because I love to color, but I didn't want to move my coloring sheet around, right? Or I wanted to do what you do, sit on the couch next to my husband and be able to color. And that is how this product came into being. So it makes it really easy to color and then rotate, right, your board around, and then color that next spot on your board. You know, especially if you're using it flat, it's easy to turn and rotate as you're coloring. But once it came into being, then people started saying, oh, I love it for cake decorating. I love it for stamping. Like a lot of times you're stamping a random pattern and you want to move your card or your cardstock around and stamp on it to get that randomness. This allows you to do that as well. So I have one in the garage that's just covered with different colors of spray paint, because anything that I'm painting, I want to rotate the item. I don't want to touch it to rotate it. So the rotating design board is perfect for that. But I will tell you, Craig, one of the biggest things that has come of this, why people love it, especially Crafters Companion fans, is because you can put your Gemini on it, and then as you feed your plates through, you can rotate it around and grab them out the back, right? So it makes it easy. You put the plates in the front, rotate it, and grab it out the back. So coloring, painting, stamping, drawing, cake decorating, floral arranging, anything where you want to be able to see all the sides of a dimensional object as you're working on them, the rotating design board is great for. And of course, it's perfect. It'll hold both the Gemini and the Gemini Junior. So size-wise, either one of those is going to fit on the rotating design board. But it's, I mean, again, you know, I always say this, I'm looking around. I've got 2 rotating design boards over here, a 3rd down here, and a 4th in my Deskmade setup in the corner. I just need to be, like you said, grab it and use it for so many different things.
That's it, and that's exactly it. The amount of ways, as you were just explaining there, that you could be using it. I know so many of you at home will have other ideas on how to use it, or you do already use it in different ways. I still can't believe, as Tiffany was speaking there, I'm like, is that really saving 25%? Like Tiffany was saying with that last item, with this one here, I was checking with my information and my notes to make sure it was correct, but it is. It's on the screen, $14.99 or $18.71. That's giving you that saving of 25%, platinum price being $11.99 or $14.97. If you don't mind, Tiffany, we've just got a couple of questions that I really want to just fire across to you, because I know some of you have been, well, asking these said questions. So Marcy on YouTube is saying, hello Craig and Tiffany, will the die files come back to CC or HSN? I love how organised they make my dies.
Along with the paper carts, that is definitely something we're working with HSN on bringing back. It was something we did special for them. It's a great product. I love them. They fit in your IKEA cubes. So I'm really hoping that we can get HSN to bring that back as a feature item in a 24-hour craft show sometime this year. So fingers crossed, I am on it for you. I also love that product.
Excellent. Just to say as well, when it comes to storage as well, when it comes to the trolley / the car, many of you that watch us will know I am a huge fan of Yankee candles. So using mine with all the storage, I use them to hold my melts and my tea lights as well as my votives. So I've got a trolley. I know I did post a picture once before, so I should really share that one again because it's so useful for many different ways around the house. It was just when you said that there, I thought, yeah, I need to remind everyone. Michelle is saying, is there any update on bringing back the Totally Tiffany fabric holders and storage?
Boy, you guys are on it today.
On it.
Again, it has been another thing that we've proposed with HSN. It's a great compliment to the sewing items that they've been showing. And most of us as crafters have now got into that soft crafting side of things. So hopefully, again, fingers crossed, it's been proposed and I will keep you posted.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that one, Tiffany. But what we're going to do, because we've not got long left, so we're just going to carry on because I know Tiffany has got something else that she's going to show you once again. We've got an incredible deal when it comes to this next item. It is your desk made. This is your store and clip pods. This one here is the complete storage system. £39.60 or $47.22. Look at that saving. You're saving $21.33 or $25.43. If you are a platinum, however, it's going to come down to £31.68 or $37.78. I'm sure many of you may have seen this item in the past, whether it's via us or Totally Tiffany in our social media or HSN. However, if you haven't, wait until you see this item that Tiffany's away to show you, because this is another phenomenal item, Tiffany.
So this is the Store and Clip Pod collection, and in this group, you are getting 7 individual organizers that all come together to make one super duper organizer that fits in your IKEA cubes, right? Whether you have Calyx or Expedit, this whole collection is going to slide into that cube and then slide out when you need it. So there's even a little pull handle here so you can pull it off and on the shelf into your IKEA cube. So you are going to get, well, I'm going to unload them and we'll start there. You're going to start with the tray piece here. So this has a wooden insert bottom, so it keeps it nice and sturdy. It's 13.5 inches across. At the back, it's 5.5 inches tall. And it's 15 inches front to back. So it's going to fit in the IKEA cube, no problem. So this is your base. This is the tray. Now, all of the individual pieces are available separately as well. So you may be thinking, boy, I would like to have one of those trays in every IKEA cube, because you can put anything you want on to the tray and then be able to pull it in and out really easily. So think about those cubes. Think about how annoying it is to reach all the way in the back of the cube, and think about, well, what if I could just slide everything forward on that tray, pick what I wanted and slide it back. That tray is going to be perfect for that. But in the collection, you're getting one tray. You are getting the large organizer, and this is 13 by 10 by 3, and it has one divider on the inside. And so if you lay that divider flat, and now you've got plenty of space for 12 by 12 paper. If you fold it back, it's going to fit your A4, your 8.5 by 11, and give you this nice little extra spot over here for storing long, skinny things like rulers and paintbrushes. And then you're going to get the cube. Now this cube is 6 by 6 by 6, and I love it as a desktop waste paper bin, right? So if I'm crafting and cutting things, and I'm like you, Craig, I love to fussy cut stuff. You make all those little scraps. I can just cut right over the top of this little bin on my workspace and then dump it into my pop-up trash can. So it keeps my desk space organized. So you're going to get one of those. Now, what you're also probably noticing is all these little clips, and they're all clipped into the band that go around, right? And I'm going to show you what those are used for in just a minute. So don't worry. That's all coming up. Okay. Next, you're going to get the medium bin here, and this is 6.5 by 8 by 3 1/4. You're going to get the smaller bin right here. Again, it's got a movable divider on the inside, so you can lay it back and have that fully open at 6.5 by 5 by 1 3/4. Now, for those of you who think that I'm just brilliant at remembering all of these dimensions, they're written on the back of my thing. So, all right. So this is a tool one, 3 by 6 by 3. Right? And then this again is a pen and pencil organizer, and it comes with, and this is another little tip, these are the 2 little dividers that go into the middle of the pen and pencil organizer, and I just store them tucked into that pocket on the side. Okay, so this all goes together, and you've got this extra space, and it's going to slide in and out of your cube or sit together with no problem. But the beautiful thing about this, as I said in the beginning, it's not just one organizer. It is 7 individual organizers. Let's try not to knock everything off my tray back here. So you can separate them out, and you can see as I'm moving this, this is my my planner, journaling. This is moving along with it. That's because I've used that clip to clip it into the band, right? So I could clip it to the edge. I can go around a corner on my workspace by just taking them and clipping them together. So if I have a corner on my desk, which I do, I can put this into the corner, right? And then trail this along the wall and this along this wall. So you really can customize it. And then just by using those clips within the bands, you clip the pieces together. And now you can see now I'm moving all of it together at the same time, right? So you can customize this to be any shape, any size, any configuration of the 7 pieces that you want, right? And it's going to work for any crafting, think about this as your craft center for each individual craft. So obviously, if you're looking in here, you can see that I've got my stamping platforms in here. I've got my tools, my glues, my scissors, my pokey tools, everything I need to stamp or die cut, and I can put it all right here. So if I'm going to stamp or die cut, or maybe it's something else, knitting or painting or anything like that, you've got this whole setup and it's all ready to go. Everything is together in one place, right? You can put your 6 by 6 paper pads in your 12 by 12 paper. All of them are going to fit. But again, you can take those individual components apart and put them maybe somewhere else in the house. Maybe you want to use this to organize your bill center. Maybe you have a little cubby in the kitchen where you just need, you know, tape and scissors and pens and markers and a little notepad, and putting those 3 things together and tuck them into the corner of your little workstation in the kitchen makes everything really handy. Maybe you're going to use some of it in the garage and some of it in the bathroom. That is the beauty of this system. It all works together. It works in small groups, or each of the pieces, Craig, work independently of each other. So it's kind of a no-brainer for sort of household storage. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And that was the key thing as well, what was going through my head as well. Sometimes when you go for, you know, other branded storage, if you were to separate them, they kind of make the other elements redundant, whereas with yours, you separate them, they've all got their own use, including that tray. However, you bring them all back together, all of them together, half of them, a quarter of them, a couple of them, they are going to work. And that is the key thing as well when it comes to that desk made. That is your store and clip pods. It's your complete storage system. As Tiffany was saying, they are available individually. So if you were, what I would highly recommend, of course, your best deal is, of course, what we're showing you now. But if you maybe wanted to go for additional separate little storage compartment or maybe additional clips, then you can absolutely do that if you want. But going for that full bundle that Tiffany was showing you there is £39.60 or $47.22. Think of where you're going to use it. Think of how you're going to use it. You've got that saving of £21.33 or $25.43. But we're not finished there, because if you are, of course, a platinum, that's going to come down to $31.68 or $37.78 for you guys stateside. Of course, all across on our website, or of course Tiffany's website as well. Tiffany, there's just been so many comments. You know, the love for yourself, the love for the storage, the ideas, the uses, the different things that you can do with them. I mean, we've got so Mary Reno was saying, you know, for her, it's so true about what I said earlier on. It's about that clear aspect. You can see what you are storing. You can see where things are. Whether it is clear or whether you've got that frosted look, you're still able to see the item or the colour. I suppose for you, you know, that just knows and loves storage, design storage, there's no point having something that is a strong colour that you can't see inside.
You know, that's one of the, like, I guess all of the Totally Tiffany stuff, there's a lot of cute storage in the marketplace. Like, you can make your craft room look really cute, but you can't see into it. You don't know what's in there. And for me, like most of you, I am a crafter. And you too, Craig, right? You've had that same experience of, if I can see it, I'm going to use it. And it makes it so much more fun and so much more enjoyable to actually craft when you're not frustrated or overwhelmed trying to find your things. So when I'm designing product, first step is most of it comes from you. So as you're watching and as you're asking questions, you know, those of you who joined me on Tuesday Live, you've seen something come from a Tuesday Live and actually turn into a product. And that's because my first goal is to solve problems so that people love to spend time crafting. So I want to get you away from that frustration and making things clear and accessible and easy to grab with one hand. And you're able to go vertical with stuff so you maximize your space. All of those things are key elements to the Totally Tiffany design, to our conceptual design. But the bottom line, Craig, which you've seen just now reading some of those comments, is as a customer, as a crafter, what do you need and how can I make your crafting life more fun and more enjoyable so that you do it more often, that you invite friends, and that it becomes a source of joy rather than frustration. So clear and accessible is kind of the bottom line on those items to meet that goal.
It really is, and that's it. It covers so many different things. You're there to solve that solution issue, and whether you're buying items from us, of course, on Crafters TV, great. But thinking about, you know, across the globe, you've got HSN, you've got Hobby Maker, and here in the UK, you've got QVC Germany. So all different brands, and that's the thing with your storage, Tiffany, as well. You know, depending on the size of that, you've got a solution for the card, the paper, the bottles, the tools, whatever it is. There's something there that's going to suit the product that you are purchasing to craft with.
That's it. And keeping it easy and keeping it accessible, because I mean, that really is, it sounds kind of hokey, but my goal is to help you as crafters get organized so you enjoy your hobby more, which is why Tuesday Live is free and my Get Organized Challenge is free. My number one goal is to help you enjoy crafting more, and tool design is you know, the key to that, but solutions are what we're all about here at Totally Tiffany. So if you're challenged with getting organized, you found the right brand to just help you make your crafting life more fun and more enjoyable, regardless of whether you craft at home or travel with your supplies. We got you covered.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely have. Tiffany, all that I can say, I know we are only 4 days into 2023, so what I'm away to say, I'm going to include and count 2022 in this one. You have made my absolute year with this one show. I do so many lovely shows here on Crafters TV. However, being here with you, I know, of course, we're across the pond, we are not together, but hand on heart, you've absolutely made my year. I've been a follower of yours, I've been a customer of yours for many years, so to actually be here, like I said, it was a no-brainer when they asked would I cover for Ben. I was like, absolutely, you know. In the words of my favourite wrestler, Stone Cold, it was, oh hell yeah, when I knew that it was going to be you that was on tonight. So thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here with you, Craig. And as you mentioned, we met that very first time at HSN, just sort of had that natural connection. I mean, it really is a joy for me to be working with you as well, something fun and different. And I really, really love that you wore your pink shirt today. That makes me feel good to see you in the pink. So thank you so much for volunteering to take the show. I'm so glad that you're with me.
Absolutely, as I say, it was a no-brainer. I was definitely going to be doing it. Right, sending you lots of love, Tiffany, to you and your family. I hope you have a lovely rest of the year. I'm hoping there may be a chance where I get to come back and do one of these shows for you. I'll maybe just give Ben a kick in the leg so that he can't come on a future show. But sending you all my love. It's been a blast.
It has been a blast, Craig. Thanks so much for being here today. Fun to work with you. Next time we do a show together, I want you to bring your Ditto tool bag. I've seen that you have a couple of those and share it with everybody. So maybe we'll have those on a show. So have a happy new year to you, everybody at Crafters Companion, and everybody who's watching. Thanks for joining us today. Come and see me on Tuesday morning and let me help you solve your organization problems. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much. Yeah, that is it for another day on Crafters TV. This is, of course, Wednesday the 4th. We're going to be back to do it all over again tomorrow. If you have been following on throughout the day, you will know that Ben is still feeling a bit poorly at the moment. So Ben is going to take the rest of the week off. However, tomorrow, you were going to have me all day tomorrow anyway. But what we're going to do is I'm going to be across on that side. Hey, I'm going to be back across on the demonstration side. We're going to have Corin is going to be coming in for the day as well, so she's going to be on this side as well. Okay, we have got our January sale, but it's Thursday, so that still means that we've got a cartload. We're going to be previewing the cartload within Wake Up Call. We have got a January sale, Colour Me Happy, coming your way in the middle of the day. And then, of course, we have our January sale cartload. It's going to be fun. That's a Craig cartload. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for your company on this show. We've had Tracy all day, so a big thank you to Tracy. George as well, absolutely incredible work, George. Nicola, you know, this is really only your second day or second time steering the ship, and you have been absolutely phenomenal, just topped off with working with Tiffany as well. I will see you again live tomorrow on Crafters TV, where we're going to do it all over again. Have a lovely rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.